They have just 1 hour to cook a 2-course meal of their own design. Only one of them will win a place in Friday's quarter-final.
They've all got good ideas, but it's just a matter now of what they're going to deliver.
That's it! Finished! Time is up!
John's dreams are resting on anchovy-encrusted lamb with papillote potatoes, then raspberry oat and honey grilled Alaska.
Having the lamb that rare is a big, big problem for me. I get the mint in the peas. I don't think it's a bad attempt.
Lovely salted anchovies, wonderful fresh mint, great peas, and the one thing that's missing, there's no taste of lamb.
Now, tell us the problem you had with the pudding.
Well, the ice cream didn't set, just turned into custard, so I had to go with it.
And what we've got is wonderful raspberry flavour, that sticky meringue that goes on top. It's very sweet.
I think that's a real shame.
Yeah, that's right.
I'd love to have a go at it perfect, but, you know, there is no escaping at the moment that it's a slop.
I'm absolutely gutted, but can't do much about it now.
Experimental cook Sonal has made spiced lamb with samphire broad bean salad and saffron potatoes. For dessert, she's made a rose palette of tuile biscuits, Indian soft cheese and rose caviar.
See, the thing is, at the moment, we've got some extraordinary flavours going on here. We've got star anise and cinnamon and cumin and coriander. Wow.
I'm a spice queen. I don't overdo it.
I've got to say, you're right. Your spices aren't overdone. They are subtle. They're really interesting. There's some very interesting flavours. But I don't know if that's by fluke.
Wow. There are 8, 9 flavourings going on there, so you don't pick up very much lamb at all.
OK, so let's move from your lamb main course to your rose palette dessert.
Yeah.
Let's give this a fair crack of the whip. Good. The lightness of that and the different flavours that play out their story, I think, is an absolute delight.
Thank you.
Helen is hoping her scallop, pancetta and pea starter and her roasted turbot on spiced beans and fennel main will take her through to the quarter-final.
Let me start by saying I think this is a very attractive dish.
Thank you.
You've got slight mint in the peas, sweet scallops, salty, crispy bacon. What you set out to do, you have actually accomplished 100%.
If you went to a restaurant and somebody put that in front of you, you'd be going, oh, yeah, winner. That's great.
Thanks.
Let's move on to your main course. I know, without even trying, the beans and the fennel, in no way is it going to work. Together is a struggle for my palate, a real struggle.
It's really interesting. I totally agree with what Greg said. But what I do like is I love this big piece of fish. It's so rich, it's so delicious, and the meatiness of that fish goes to that paprika and those beans. I don't think you need the fennel at all. Yeah. I think it's a real shame, because in a way it's saying to me, do you know, I was coming on MasterChef and I wanted to show them something else and I wanted it to really work.
That's the thing, isn't it? You want to show as much as you can do.
What are you going to do with that now?
I'm going to poach it for about 20 minutes, then use the cooking stock to form the base of the sweet dolciolata sauce.
You've got dolciolata in there?
Yes.
And dolciolata back in the sauce?
Yes.
It's got bacon for flavour, dolciolata. It actually sounds quite tasty to me.
Gareth's risking it all on big flavours, with dolciolata cheese central to his meal.
The only thing that worries me is he's got dolciolata in his chicken, and he's then making a sauce with dolciolata. Gareth's got to be spot on there, otherwise all we're going to taste is cheese. You've got half an hour, OK?
Jane is well versed in traditional dishes, but has she got the flair and creativity to produce something truly exceptional?
Are you going to rub anything onto that fat?
Salt and pepper only.
Just salt and pepper?
Yep.
So what's our sauce with that lamb?
Shallots and butter and pink peppercorns.
Why pink peppercorns?
Because they have a wonderful perfumed flavour.
Jane's going for a classic combination of lamb and mash, but her pink peppercorn sauce has got the judges worried.
I just wonder about the sauce. With Jane, we're in the same position as we are with Gareth, in which the sauce is either going to lift it into the stratosphere or it's going to bury it about 6 feet under.
You've got 20 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Fusion food lover Sherry is mixing Asian and European cuisines and hopes it will make her a winner.
Yesterday you did us Thai. Today you're doing us Thai.
Yes.
And we took you to a Thai restaurant. Do you think this is all unfolding very well for you at the moment?
I love Thai food. I like the fusion of Thai with other ideas and sort of European.
You don't,
yeah,
do you?
I do.
Could you cook us an Italian meal?
I could.
Could you cook us a French meal?
With the French side, I think that you can actually fusion it up a little bit more, so I would be very tempted to do so.
All right.
Will Sherry's mix and match approach be a hit?
I don't know how I feel about the different textures that are going on. We've got duck, which is very salty with soy, and then we've got balsamic vinegar and onions and, you know, all sorts of sour and salty things rather than anything balancing the whole thing out.
I would hate things mixed from different continents, but the look in her eye tells me she can do it.
The hour is almost up, and then it's time for John and Greg to judge which of the contestants is worthy of a place in this week's quarter-final.
You have 90 seconds. You've got to plate up and finish, OK? That's your lot. That's it. Time is up.
Fusion food lover Sherry has made marinated duck breast with wild mushroom jam served with chili bok choy. To start, she's made steamed plaice stuffed with mango, coriander and mint.
You use plaice, and use plaice on purpose. The difficulty you have with plaice is that it falls apart very easily. It sort of crumbles a little bit. Thankfully, you haven't cooked it too much, and that means it's stayed together, which is good news. Well, it's tasty.
I really like the look of this, and I don't like many fusion dishes, but I do like the look of this. I'd order it, eat it, and go away happy.
Sherry's first course has gone down well, but can she sustain her high standard?
This is not attractive at all. And I haven't tasted it, but this is screaming out for some sauce. Let's try this duck, shall we? That's perfectly cooked. Perfectly cooked duck.
I actually think with a bit of your sauce from your marinade or something in there would actually bring the whole thing together. Then you've got your sweet, your hot, your salty, and then you would end up with a really nice plate of food.
Sherry's done well, but her duck dish was too dry. For his starter, experimental cook Gareth has made chili scallops on a bed of rocket, followed by chicken stuffed with dolciolata cheese wrapped in pancetta with vegetables in a cheese sauce.
You've got Israeli rocket here. What that does mean, you're very lucky, is that you can put something like a hot scallop on there and it will hold it. Oh, that feels a little bit firm to me. Let me have a... That's fine. That's fine. Just right. I like the little bit of garlic. I like the little bit of chilli. Now, you said earlier you didn't think you had a light touch. Well, I think that balance is just about right. Absolutely right. And it's pretty.
I think you know what you're doing. Scallops are seasoned very well, and you could have done it really badly, but you didn't.
Gareth has pulled off the warm scallop salad. Will his experimental cheese-infused dish also be a hit?
Now, there's cheese inside this chicken, right? And there's cheese in this sauce, and the sauce is going to either make this or break it. But in terms of showing your culinary skills, you're doing it. We have either got a beautiful blend, or we have died and ended up in cheese hell. Beautiful sauce. Beautiful, beautiful sauce.
I worry about dryness of chicken that's been around for a while. It's the thigh, which is a great choice, a little bit of cheese left in it, and good old leeks and mashed potato. The good thing about this plate of food is that all parts went well together. And all parts are Moorish. I'm looking around your competition around you today. Are you going through the next round?
I think I'm good enough to go through. Whether I do or not is up to you two, obviously.
Gareth's risk-taking has paid off. But has he the potential to become a MasterChef? Rebecca has made fillet of lamb with potato dauphinoise and broad bean and pea puree. To follow, spicy poached pear in sauterne with chocolate sauce and mascarpone.
I think you have a very enjoyable and very, very tasty plate of food. The lamb seasoned well, sweetness of the peas. I don't think it looks great. I think it tastes wonderful.
You can cook.
You can.
Thank you.
You can cook.
We're going to move on to Pudsville.
Okay, well done.
I can't now get very much sauterne from there at all.
Right,
Cinnamon in there, honey in there,
cloves.
Cloves. We're probably 4 flavours too many.
Okay.
Right, look at that. I thought Rebecca has got a chance in the world of going to the next round because she has closed down on me and she doesn't care about this. After eating your food, you do care.
Absolutely.
Ben has made roast salt marsh lamb with mint hollandaise sauce and baby spring vegetables. For dessert, honey and thyme tuile biscuits with vanilla mascarpone and honey roasted figs.
It's a good-looking plate of food, Ben. Lamb's cooked well. It feels to me as it's missing the guts of a big piece of acid, whether that be vinegar or more lemon in that sauce or whatever it might be.
I'm very, very happy with that. I think your lamb is cooked very, very well. It's all been seasoned very nicely. I do agree with John. It needs to be slightly more acidic.
Let's talk about your very elegant dessert. That is seriously good, and should my friend here not have to taste it, I'd be eating the rest of it. And I don't like desserts, Ben.
Oh, that makes an old veg man very happy.
If you weren't to get through, Ben, would you now just go back to your cheese shop and that's it?
I need to express my creativity through my food, and it's something I've got to face at some stage.
Ben, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Chris has made a starter of goat's cheese, vine tomato and hollandaise sauce. To follow, he's done pan-fried beef with garlic mushrooms and a side of spinach and rocket.
Okay, let's see. Here we go. I cannot taste the mint nor the hollandaise.
It's all creamy goat's cheese and fresh tomato. I think the hollandaise was just completely unnecessary.
Okay.
We're going to move on to your big beefy main.
A lot of garlic in there. The mushroom flavour is okay. Got to get some seasoning on here. Got to.
If the spinach was there to be eaten with the beef, there'd be a huge, great big pile of it. There's no way you are going to take a forkful of beef with a forkful of leaf each time.
Okay.
It's
arty-farty. I don't know why I really did it.
I think it's very nice. Beef does need a little bit of seasoning. I think you have the makings of a very, very good cook.
Thank you.
Our quarter-finalist. The person going through to the next round. Ben, congratulations. Well done.
No, seriously. Good luck.